What's up? Welcome to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of the collab album Kaytraminé from Kaytranada and Aminé. Definitely something that largely came out of nowhere to me once we got the lead single Forever a few months ago. But if you think about it a little bit more, should not come as too much of a surprise because Kaytranada and Aminé have been working together and have known each other for a very long time. Aminé got Kaytranada's attention and basically befriended the producer before Caroline blew up, like before Amine became a mainstream rapper. He had already linked up with Kaytranada after remixing one of Kaytranada's songs. So like they had been in contact for a while. They ended up making this album together in Malibu, which you always love to hear when artists are actually together in person making the music. And we got this Kaytramine album, short 11 songs, 33 minutes, and I think people were really feeling like this has a chance to be like that summer album, that light, breezy, airy, fun album that can kind of dominate that summer, be very easy to put on for everyone. Not to the degree of Bad Bunny last year, but the same kind of idea of like that kind of album that just sweeps you up for the summer. And unfortunately, I was pretty disappointed in Kaytramine. It's not so much that there's anything wrong with this album. Kaytranada, I think, as people know, one of the most in-demand and also critically acclaimed producers of recent years. House producer with a really distinct like funk lens. People know from his work with Kendrick and Kali Uchis. He's releases 2 major label albums. Got that Grammy win on the second one, Bubba. People know Kaytranada's music. These are Kaytranada ass beats. They sound great. And Kaytranada, a great fit for a summer record. The issue though is my guy Amine. I'm a huge Amine fan. I thought 2.5, his last tape, his most recent drop, thought that was really fun. The production on that was super inspired, but Amine just sounds so confident on the mic these days. He's really come into his own as a rapper and really blossomed post Caroline. Caroline was the big commercial peak for Amine, but since then he's like really come into his own with a nice catalog of music. And I saw him live about a year ago. At this point, I thought he was awesome, great tour. And the crowd was really engaged. People really love him. Big fan of his. But I just think his verses, by and large, were just not up to par with Kaytranada, And it's really funny because they have this creative chemistry, this history together as artists working together, going back and forth. And yet, Amine just didn't. It's not that I don't think he could fit because, coming into this, thinking about 2.5, think of a song like Charmander, right? It's like if Amine can do like hyperpop beats and bring energy on that, surely he could fit on Kaytranada, who almost everyone would sound good on his beats, But I think Amine just, whether it's a lethargicness to some of his flows and delivery, perhaps it's a mixing issue where he just doesn't pop enough over the beat. It kind of goes up and down with the song, but like I was just a bit uninspired with this. Like I was really looking for something to just really grab me as a song. I just don't think that happened. I like the lead single Forever. Pharrell, nice feature as well vocally. Fun, fun little boppy song. But like nothing really like rises above like, oh, that was nice. That sounded pretty cool on Kaytramine. And that's kind of my issue because I just had high expectations for this. I think of the songs that probably stand out the most, the early going here. I think Rebuke has been pulling ahead for people with the early streams. I like that one. SDFU 3, Rachel Nichols' line from Amine is definitely a bar. Love that. In general, like Amine is like super like explicit with a lot of his lyrics, which I think is pretty funny. On Who He Is, song 1, he says he's he's one of the only men that knows where the clit is. Just super graphic stuff right there. I thought K&A, the last song, I liked Amine on. But by and large, I just thought like a lot of his verses and his performances were just forgettable. And that's not what I want this album to feel like. I want this to, remind you of like, good Calvin Harris funk wave bounces songs, like the one he has with Frank or the one he has with Schoolboy Q, it's like moments like that. Or something from, I don't know, 99.9% the Kaytranada album. I don't know. I was let down, just straight up. I was let down by this, and I think Amine is like the main culprit. I think it's still perfectly summery, perfectly dancey. It's always listenable. Nothing bad about it. I just wanted this to be great, whereas I think it's only like goodish. Perhaps that's on me for having too high expectations, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people had expectations for this. These are two artists we hold in high esteem. When they do stuff on their own, we should not lower the bar because they started to work together, in my opinion, especially because they've known each other for so long. So, yeah, I'm a bit let down by Kaytraminé. I'm going to give it some more listens, though, inevitably over the summer. I will hear it more. Maybe I'll like it more. But, yeah, it just didn't really feel like something I need to revisit after hearing it and, going through it the first few times. And that was just a disappointment to me. But let me know, are you liking Kaytraminé way more than me? I hope you are. I hope this is the summer album for someone, but I don't think it's going to be for me. Let me know how you're feeling about it. And for more rap reviews, dance reviews, music reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.